Michael McClure was born in 1932 in Kansas. He attended schools in the Midwest, the Southwest, and in San Francisco, where he's lived since 1953. He is married and has a daughter. McClure is one of the poets identified as a member of the Beat generation and with what has been described as the San Francisco Renaissance. Michael McClure is an experimentalist and has written in many different styles and forms. In 1958, he wrote this about his work: "I want a writing of the emotions, intellect, and physiology, the direct emotional statement from the body, from the organs, and from the energy of movement." A recent poem of McClure's derives from a line by Allen Ginsberg, "The roar of life insurance."
There's no telling where the heart sails when the business fails and the mind afloat as a drunken boat, dressed in meat and a flowered shirt, smiling through the clouds and dirt to a space beyond recall, to the rainbow at the end of the bright hall. And the roar of life insurance and the vampire neon toes in boots of snail's endurance dance upon the rose.
Michael McClure once wrote, "Poetry is a muscular principle. There is no logic but sequences of feelings. My viewpoint is egocentric. Self-dramatization is part of a means to belief and spirit."
I wanted to make poetry that was that didn't have images in the sense that Shelley called mimetic images, in the sense that where the image describes something in the real world, but in the sense where the sound of the poetry itself creates an image in the mind, in the body, in the muscles of the body. And I created a melody that was also an image that imprinted itself in the body physically. Whether it's a test, whether it does it, whether it truly does it. So it's an experiment, and an attempt to do it. And then I wanted to read them to animals. I suppose because there are simpler cousins.
Silence the eyes. Become the senses. Drive roar from the fresh repugnance. Thou home, thou feeling creature, live not for others, but affect thyself from thy enhanced interior, believing what thou carries, thy trillionic multitude of grahhhr.
Experimented intensively with consciousness-expanding drugs, such as peyote.
I first took peyote because I heard it was great. That was about 1957. And a person I trusted very much brought it to me and gave it to me. And I took it in the privacy of my household, and it was a great divine experience. And I wrote the peyote film about it. And then with another friend, I went on a trip of investigating all the hallucinogens and taking all of them I could possibly get my hands on. And what happened was that I took so many times, that I began to have what I call the dark night of the soul at the time, which Allen Ginsberg calls an anxiety state. And the last time I took one, it took 6 weeks to come down. I didn't know that I was ever going to come down. So I walked up and down the street out there that you were just on, and I looked at the cracks in the sidewalk, thinking that they were like billion-fold bliss, forever, eternity, now death, cold sneer. And finally came down and vowed not to take any more hallucinogens. And then I did take one more. And I think I'm ready to take them again now. Or I think I feel that I'm ready to. But it's been several years. Everybody has their own, they're right for some people at some time. Maybe they're not even right for some people. I don't know anything like that. This poem is Night Words. How beautiful things are in a beautiful room at night, without proportion. A black, long-haired cat with a sensitive human face. A white robe hangs on the wall like a soft ghost, without proportion. Songs flit through my head. The room is calm and still and cool. Blue-gray stillness, without proportion. The plants are alive, giving off votive oxygen to the benevolent pictures above them. Songs flit through my head. I am taken with insomnia, with ambrosial insomnia, and songs flit through my head. The room is softened. Things are without proportion, and I'm asleep.
One of Michael McClure's current experiments consists of cards with single words at the top and bottom of each card. The decks can be shuffled and random poems created.
Flowing,
Kiss, wave, solid,
anger,
meat, tie,
venom, smoke,
gun,
mount, cloud.
With a friend, the harmonica player, artist, and filmmaker Bruce Conner, a poem is improvised.
Strike, powder, heel.
Shine, love, pink fear. Fear, shine, swart, green. Globe, ear, press, mist.
In the book of poems titled The Ghost Tantras, published in 1964, many of the poems consist of sounds rather than words in the conventional sense.
Gar thy ru grahhhr in da nu is, bimi grahhhr in lauvel thee, thy lips and hair are stunning, feel bior eo ma'an tears. Grew on the green blocked trees are tall and brooding in the dark gray pink wet mist of night. All is flashes of silver upon damp black by scrolls in deer. Thee, mcclures porir, tanus imrak, gahhhr, geir, rah, mean, luvi, and all physicality of poetry to demanding flesh. Ringtail cat, close Arcturus, heavenly vision.